From visionary director Tim Burton. From writer Tim Burton? With music and lyrics by Tim Burton? No. Well, what did he do? Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Suit up for a heartwarming holiday classic, full of incredible animation, amazing songs, and haunting visuals that makes every emo kid feel special and unique, even though they're all in love with the same movie. Aww. Journey to a magical forest where inside each tree lies a world dedicated to a single holiday.
That's right.
Except for all the Jewish ones. And discover Halloweentown, a land that exists just to throw one party a year.
There's only 365 days left till next Halloween.
And the rest of the time, rehearses their big dance number, I guess? Meet Jack the Pumpkin King, a manorexic skeleton. When he tires of his life of fame and fortune, he'll set off on a grand adventure of cultural appropriation.
But you're the Pumpkin King.
Not anymore.
As he hijacks Christmas, traumatizes children, and lets a demon have his way with Santa Claus.
What are you going to do? I'm going to do the best I can.
See, this is what happens when you take Jesus out of Christmas. Experience a whimsical one-sided romance between Jack and your first goth crush, Sally, a suicidal cutter who can't stop roofing her dad.
That's twice this month you've slipped deadly nightshade into my tea and run off.
3 times.
She'll pine to jump Jack's bones, even though he never listens to a word she says. Until they randomly fall in love and live happily ever after.
At the very end?
The end? Seriously, the movie's like an hour long. There's really not that much to it. So enjoy this short but sweet film that launched an entire genre of creepy stop-motion kids movies that we mostly remember for its gorgeous score and catchy music, with unforgettable songs like the Is This a Halloween or Christmas Movie song?
What's this? What's this? Is this a Christmas gift? What's this? Then why the spooky shtick? What's this? Like Gremlins or Die Hard? It's kind of both things. Hey, just pick one and commit! What's this?
Commit.
Is it Christmas or is it Halloween? It's mixed. Take one look at this scene. You see, the streets are lined with toys and happy children, but I look like I might kill them. So divergent coexist. Screw this.
And the perennial classic, the We Keep Hot Topic in Business song.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to shop somewhere strange? Tim Burton and Black Lipstick, when you shop.
That's pretty much the movie. That's what it looks like.
This is how to making money off of chicks. Bring it up. Your parents say, what the
Come and take our pigs. Your cash at on top. I am the one cashing in on nerd crap. Harlequin leggings, buy that stat.
I am the one selling Deadpool hoodies, anime shirts, and Doctor Who books.
Got it all.
Starring Slender Man, Helena Cotton Carter, a two-faced politician. Oh, I see. Duckman. Remember Duckman? Dog, the dead-nosed reindeer. And Evil Laundry.
Okay.
A Christmas Story? That seems terrifying, but at least we know from the black lights that there's no, DNA. I've got to stop watching SVU.
So, you have a movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do. It's called The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, is that a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
Yes. So the movie follows this guy, Jack Skellington, in this place called Halloweentown.
And what's Jack's deal?
Well, basically, he's the Pumpkin King, and he works one day a year, but he's bored of it, you know? He feels like something's missing.
And people are supposed to empathize with this guy like he's the main character?
Yeah, people love listening to privileged people complain about their privileged lives.
That's a good point. My mates love hearing me talk about wealth management problems.
I get it. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, so one day Jack stumbles upon some doorways to all the other holidays, except those from different cultures.
Those are the weird holidays.
Yeah, super weird. So anyway, we have doorways to Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day.
What would be behind the St. Patrick's Day door? A bunch of drunk Bostonians wearing green?
I don't know.
What about the Thanksgiving door? Just a bunch of dead birds and potatoes?
Could be.
And what about the Valentine's Day door? Just a bunch of people drinking the blood of the innocent and eating elk hearts?
Oh, I think you're celebrating Valentine's Valentine's Day wrong.
Am I?
Yeah, sure sounds that way.
It always did feel a little off. I'm gonna look into that.
Please
Am
do.
I?
So anyway, what happens next?
Well, Jack is gonna fall through this portal thing to Christmas Town, and he's just gonna fall in love with everything he sees. He's gonna sing a song about it, too.
What kind of stuff does he sing about?
Well, like, he doesn't know what snow is, right? So he's like, what's this? There's white stuff in the air.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and he's like, wow, kids are throwing snowballs instead of throwing heads.
But you just said he doesn't know what snow is.
Whoops. So anyway, then he's gonna head back to Halloweentown.
How does he get back?
Unclear.
Wow.
But he's super pumped about Christmas now, you know? He can barely contain himself.
So what does he do?
Well, what do you do when you find something that you like, but it's not yours?
I take it.
Exactly. So Jack's gonna be like, you know what? We're doing this Christmas thing now because I enjoyed it, so it's mine now.
Oh, cultural appropriation is tight.
Yeah, and he's gonna force everybody in town to prepare for Christmas, even though nobody understands what it is,
Right.
including Jack.
He's like a tyrant.
But there's this girl, Sally, that lives in Halloweentown, and she thinks it's a bad idea.
What's Sally's deal?
Well, she's kind of like a Frankenstein monster, right? She was made by this mad scientist dude.
Okay.
And we're gonna have this funny recurring thing where she keeps on trying to poison him when she makes his soup.
Oh, well, I guess if he doesn't have anyone else around to make the soup, he has to put up with it.
Well, there is a dude who calls him Master who suddenly shows up later in the movie.
So why doesn't he get him to make the soup?
I guess he really likes Sally's soup.
Fair enough. I know I'd risk dying for a good bowl of soup.
So yeah, throughout the movie, Sally's gonna be basically stalking Jack because she's in love with him.
Very romantic.
Yeah, he totally doesn't realize it, and when she does talk to him, he just ignores her.
Incredibly romantic.
And she has this premonition that his Christmas plans are gonna go super wrong.
Oh, does she have psychic abilities?
Apparently. I mean, we never bring it up before or after she talks about her vision.
Interesting.
So anyway, Jack is gonna hire these obviously evil little kids to go kidnap Santa Claus.
Rude.
And they're immediately gonna come back with the Easter Bunny instead.
Oh, so they go back and fetch Santa?
Exactly.
Wow.
Over 30 days later.
What?
So anyway, then Jack is gonna go out and deliver Christmas presents that are just horrifying and ruin everything.
Right, that definitely sounds like it would ruin Christmas.
Yeah, and so the military's gonna shoot his sleigh out of the sky, and everyone in Halloweentown's gonna be like, oh no, Jack is dead.
Oh, is he dead?
Well, he was already dead.
So what are they all worried about?
That he was blown to bits.
So it's bad if he gets blown into pieces?
Well, not really, because at the beginning of the movie, he takes his own head off for a laugh.
So I don't understand what the problem is here.
Me neither. So anyway, Jack's gonna be like, I can't
You're the
believe this
writer.
didn't work out.
Wow, so I imagine he's really gonna have to face the music for what he did, huh?
Not at all.
Well, is he gonna have a hard time getting home now that the sleigh blew up?
No, it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just gonna walk into the first grave he sees, and that leads him home somehow.
That's super convenient. So all graves lead to
Somehow.
Halloweentown?
Please stop asking questions about my world building.
Fair enough. So how does the movie end?
Well, Jack's gonna fight a big bag of bugs that's holding Santa captive.
Sure, that may as well happen.
And then he's gonna get the girl.
Who, Sally?
Yeah.
The girl he's been ignoring the entire movie?
Yeah, he suddenly wants her, so he takes her.
So he really hasn't learned anything or faced any consequences for his actions.
None, because of the privilege.
That does help you get away with a lot of stuff.
So what do you think of the movie?
Well, it sounds great, and if it does well, we can make a sequel.
No sequels. I don't want some cash grabby second movie.
Oh, but cash grabbing is tight.
Yeah, but doing a second one is just greedy, and it cheapens the first one.
All right, I got you. We won't do another movie.
You promise?
I promise we will not make a sequel film.
It is funny because now you're hearing more about how Henry Selick didn't like that Tim Burton's name was at the top because everybody thinks it's Tim Burton's movie. Even I thought that for the longest, and it's not. It's Henry Selick. He's done a lot though. Henry Selick. Coraline. He just did the most recent one, Wendell and Wild, which is not very good. Watching Wendell and Wild actually reminded me of this movie in that it doesn't feel like an actual full movie. It feels like a string of small scenes that have little things happening in them, and they just kind of put them together in different spots to make a feature-length movie. Kind of like when you think of an SNL character when they get their own movie, and it feels like a long SNL skit, but it just doesn't work all that much because it kind of loses its muster after a while. That's how I felt with Wendell and Wild. That's how I feel with this movie. I always fall asleep on this movie. I've watched the whole thing, but I watched it in pieces because it's just kind of boring. I watched the What's This song because that's the best song in the movie to me, and the beginning part. But yeah, it's just And Wendell and Wild felt very much the same. Felt like it was just a string of just random scenes put together to make a movie. I didn't really enjoy that one all that much. That one's more Halloween related fully. This one is trying to be Christmas and Halloween. So it is technically a Christmas movie. We added into our watch list. We didn't watch it this year, which I was okay with that. I think we watched something else. But yeah, it's just okay. Let me know your thoughts on The Nightmare Before Christmas. What do you think of the movie itself? What's your favorite thing from it? Do you enjoy it? Do you hate it? Let's talk about it. Pitch Meeting or Honest Trailer. Which one gets your vote? I'm a little bit torn. Both were good. Pitch Meeting, I think, might have been a little bit better, but Honest Trailer had some good moments as well. So it's I don't know. This one might be a tie for me, but You guys let me know which one I laughed at more. Just tell me that. Which one did I laugh at more in the comments? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Check out the end screen for more videos to watch. Thanks so much for supporting the channel any way that you do. I really appreciate it. And as always, I will see you on the next video. Take care.